now in Kaunas, the second largest city of Lithuania. Yesterday we were in Vilnius, so we're going to spend the next couple of days here in Kaunas. Now we're going to find the coffee place. There's one which I love very much, which is Green Cafe. We're gonna go there, grab a coffee, and then start the day. They don't have oat milk. You want normal milk? Okay, just 2 flat whites. Unfortunately, they didn't have oat milk, but they had almond milk and coconut milk. I'm gonna be trying a very traditional dessert in Lithuania called tinginis. This is definitely one of the best coffee shops in Lithuania, so let's enjoy the coffee. There's something very interesting here that I never seen in my life in Lithuania, and I traveled a lot in Lithuania. So it's this here. So it's not Šakotis. Šakotis is a massive tower that you have for Christmas or weddings or birthdays or stuff like that. It has a different name. The other thing very interesting about these bakeries and Lithuania in general, they love cannelé. They sell cannelé everywhere here. I'm gonna cut all these parts. Started to work in France and then I moved to London. It's like a dental floss. I love this technique. Perfect, really good. A haircut and a nice coffee here. Kurdish coffee. Real local people.
I mean, look, I have evidence on my head. This is the evidence.
And on your t-shirt as well, right?
Exactly. I'm all green, baby. That's the only color you can have in the city.
When we drove here, it was raining cats and dogs. And now so hot, sunny, raining, sunny, raining, sunny. German influence, right?
Exactly. And then we're also standing next to a museum for traditional Lithuanian music, which is also kind of interesting thing to check out if you ever come around.
How do you pronounce it? Let me try. Tautinės muzikos skyrius.
Tautinės muzikos skyrius. Congratulations, bravo, I'm very proud.
Behind me, I have like a post boxes, so they come here and they really open. Do they have a lock or something?
One of the oldest living houses.
You were born and raised in Kaunas.
Exactly.
You lived in Vilnius for many years. Have the credentials to say what do you really think Vilnius versus Kaunas in general?
The thing that comes to mind is maybe Vilnius is like becoming very much of a Western town, you know. There's a lot of things that you can find that you can see, oh, okay, I kind of seen it like in maybe other Western cities, like it's very lively. A really beautiful snapshot what you can have if you take that sort of Eastern Europe and apply all the Western things to it. Whereas Kaunas, I guess, still feel a bit more sort of historical connection, or like things that are, you know, pagan related, which are more oriented towards history, for example. So you get like a bit more kind of chill vibe. And if you're here, you know, to spend a night out in a very more traditional way, let's say, so I would probably recommend Kaunas.
So if I understood, Kaunas is more like a Lithuanian culture and Vilnius is slightly more international mixed backgrounds?
Yeah. Every year, a city in Europe is chosen to be a European capital of the year, meaning showcasing the city, the history, its culture, the culture of a country as well.
Honestly, it was raining a lot. It was actually cold. I put my hoodie on. An hour later, I cannot believe it. It's so sunny, but I really feel like in Vilnius. By the way, I have a video about Vilnius that you can check. I think it's this t-shirt, because in Vilnius I wear the same t-shirt.
So this is a very traditional Lithuanian and Slavic drink.
5-6 years ago, I tried this drink for the first time, but it was not this sort of a dark color. This looks like Coca-Cola. It's not Coca-Cola.
This is the industrial version.
The one I tried for the first time was in a restaurant called Bernalujega. Bernalujega. I think like a sort of a local cuisine restaurant, and it had like a light brown color with some dry fruits like raisins floating. It was not so pleasant for me back in the days, that version, so I like more the industrial version of Gira.
Oh, that's the thing, no one really makes it at home anymore. When we go to the shop, this is kind of the only version you can get. So even like younger generations, they're not really used to that original taste, which even for you was strange. And back in the day, back in Soviet times, you used to have the street vendors, and you can just go there and have like even like a big bottle that you can take it back home, or you can have like a little paper cup or glass that you can drink straight away. And this is something what people used to do. Okay, well, it's 3 of us eating. Have to be Šaltibarščiai, otherwise known in the rest of the world as a pink soup.
So this Šaltibarščiai is super pinky because it's all about beetroot, kefir, some dill on top with potatoes. And Christina?
I love kugelis, potato pancakes, cepelinai, vegetarian ones.
My favorite is kibinai. It's a version of empanada.
So you love it because it reminds you of home.
It reminds me home. It reminds me of Argentina. The way they do it is very dry, so they need a soup. In Argentina, it's very juicy, so you don't have it with soup. So kibinai is my favorite one, and typically in Trakai is a place where they have it.
It's more like a stock, not really a soup per se.
We have the pigeon as well, who wants to share the favorite.
Knygų namelis, it means book house. Anyone can open it.
Good way of reading more and more, and also sharing with other people. Saying goodbye in Lithuanian now. So, iki viso gero.
Iki pasimatymo.
Laimingai.
If you like this video, please feel free to press like, and if you want to make my day, please feel free to subscribe. So, thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it to write you this song?
Obviously, if anyone's into basketball, we have the best arena in both the states, and
Isn't it a capital of Žalgiris, right?
Can we say Kaunas is the capital of basketball in Lithuania?
I think
I would say
you can
so.
safely say